Some positive and negative shapes can look like this. Is it a vase? Or do you see two faces? Let's look at the next one. What do you see? Do you see the duck head? Or do you see a rabbit with his ears pointed backwards? How about this next image? Some of you might see a cow first, and some of you might see different animals like a rabbit head, a cat head, or maybe a dog head. That's what positive and negative shapes do. It's really showing two different pictures in one. Let's take a look at this word. When you look at this word, you might see some interesting shapes. But if you look at the negative space, you might be able to see an A, R, T, N, O, W, art now. So positive and negative shapes really are very interesting. Let's take a look at some really cool projects that we can make using positive and negative space. The tree that's colored and the tree that's black. When you get started on your project today, let me show you one more. I love this one. Another cool example. All right, so let's get started on our project for today. I went ahead and got some supplies ready. For example, you're gonna start out on a sheet of white paper, and I want you to put on some oil pastels. Your oil pastels can be in any kind of pattern or design that you want. Some of them might have a spiral design. You might have a zigzag pattern. Whatever kind of pattern that you want on your paper would be awesome. Maybe you want to just do warm colors throughout your page, like fall colors, or maybe you want to use cool colors. You do not have to do a rainbow color like I did. Feel free to do what you'd like. Now, I was thinking on mine, I wanted to try something a little bit different. I thought I wanted to get some colors put on, but then I wanted to take my oil pastels. I love the way oil pastels are just that. They are very oily. So I'm taking my towel, and you can see what's already starting to happen. All of the white space between the colors are getting filled in nicely, and it starts to have more of a glow effect or a shimmering color that's filling up the rest of the white pieces of the paper. So I like to take a moment, get my oil pastels on there, and then I'm going to smear some of my colors together. Another cool thing that you could do with oil pastels is, now that you can see that they're smearing and filling in the color nicely, when you get that part done, you might even want to take your oil pastels and try some blending or some smearing, where you've got kind of like a tie-dye effect onto your project. So I think that that's another cool thing that you can do. For our next step, you're going to get a really large black sheet of paper. I'm going to fold the paper in half, like so that I have two 9x12 pieces of paper. Side one, side two. I'm going to go back and get my project paper, and now that I have my project paper, on the back side, I want to draw a tree. Your tree might look something like this. I started at the bottom, and the key about making this project work is I want the lines of your tree to go to the edge of the page. Again, the branches of the tree are going to go to the edge of the page. In my head right now, I'm starting to think about, if I was doing this project, I'm going to be creating a puzzle. Okay, once I've got my tree made, on the side that has all the designs, save everything. Do not let any of your pieces disappear. So what I'm going to suggest doing is that as soon as I cut out a piece, I almost think about this like a page in a book. So I'm gonna put my puzzle piece back together. I'm gonna take my glue bottle and put glue on the back side of my project. Take the book, fold it, and open it. Now I've got that first piece glued in place. Now, let's go to the next piece. I'll take my next piece, cut that out. Okay. Put my project back in its place. The piece that I just cut out goes back where it came from. Put a few dots of glue on it. And then just like before, close your project. Rub on the back side where the glue is. Open, and it's already starting to reverse to the other side. It already is starting to have that positive and negative effect in the project. I love the way this looks. Good. Now that I've got all of my pieces that I had originally cut out glued to the other side, you can see it fits together like a puzzle on the front side. I'm just going to take my tree image all by itself, put down some more glue on my tree, and slide that over to the other side. Remember, dot dot is a lot. I'm focusing on the edges of my tree, putting a few dots on rather than just one huge glob. Make sure you get to the edges. Now I'll take my project. Maybe what I could do is just even flip it to this side so it's easier to apply to the paper. Let's see how that looks. And then maybe I can realign it just a little bit and smear off the extra glue. No worries, extra glue will dry clear. And there we have it. I love the way this looks. I think it's pretty awesome. And I hope you like it too. Happy art making, everyone.